morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I am Poised Anubis, and yes, finally did the fucking hair. Needed to do it, but in the end of the day, I just thought, because I was going to play my Monday morning mashup, so basically do all my VR stuff today, but it's holidays at the minute, so we've got the kids at home, and it's a bit tricky, and to be honest with you, I just get on, do a bit here and there. I was going to do this on Wednesday, but I might have other things to do, so I'm going to do this today instead of what I normally do. So yes, a Chat and a Riff. What we usually do here is talk about games, films, movies, talk bollocks, chat the shit, play a couple of riffs and stuff like that. Good morning, Shanty. Hello, mate. Good morning, sir. I like the trim. Thank you. It looks better, doesn't it? It looks a lot better than it did, mate. I'm not going to lie. Honestly, it was doing... My own hair was doing my own head in. Just warming up, boy. Yeah, it's good to see you, Shanty. Yeah, today we're just going to be doing some chill stuff. I was going to do the Monday morning mashup, but I decided I wasn't going to do that. Not today, anyway. One of those days. Just thought I'd get on here, chat a bit, talk some shit, talk about the Odyssey as well. Holy shit. Now, if anybody's actually aware of the Odyssey, now what the Odyssey was a Greek myth. Okay, and this has been a thing for like 3,000 years. You pull it off better than Ripper. I'm telling him. No, you kidding me? I don't pull it off better than Ripper because Ripper's not. He's gone clean. Mine's not clean yet. I haven't done the fucking thing yet, so that's not happening. But blimey, it must be late over there for you, pal. But yeah, what was I going to be doing? Oh yeah. Try again. I'll get there. Warm up, boys. 4 a.m. Holy fuck. It's 12 o'clock here. Afternoon. Good afternoon. 4 a.m. Holy shit, my friend. That is particularly late. How the fuck are you still awake is beyond me. Might be a bit too loud, that. Morning, afternoon, WWE mad. I like the name. Just warming up, folks. This is not me doing... I'm not going to be doing covers. I am not going to be doing requests. This is called a Chat and a Riff, where I talk about games, movies, fucking all sorts of shit, anime, that sort of thing, anything I want to, really. Just talk bollocks and play a bit of guitar here and there, because, you know, I've been on and off for decades now. So, yes, and I've got a new haircut. Yay! Fucking, that fan is not attached to my head, because if I go like that, I have a halo. I am God now. Praise be to me. No, I'm joking. No God could be this retarded. Oh, shall I do the fucking Last of Us that? Just got done with Titan Isle. Good game. So yeah, Titan Isle is a really good game. And yes, as for the Odyssey, now this was written by a Greek who was called Homer. And the myth was fantastic. There have been many different variations of this film over the years, of which one of them was Troy, if you've ever heard of Troy. That's a section of it. But what they're doing with it now is that I've never seen anything mythological or anything like that that didn't have something to do with the people who came from it. I mean, I don't get it. A Greek Odyssey that hadn't got a single fucking Greek person in it? What the fuck are we doing here? No, I mean, so what the fuck are we doing here? That'd be like me doing Braveheart, but everyone's either black, Indian, or Asian. William Wallace was Somali. Freedom! I don't know how I would actually go out with that. Freedom! William, let's face it, we all know now, because history's changing. We all know William Wallace was black, okay? Let's face it, we have to accept the facts and the truth that all Scottish people are black. Yeah. British Empire was a load of Israeli and Iraqi people, because that's who created England. Hey, Princess of Detroit. Helen of Detroit. I think it's probably more Helen of Detroit than anything else, isn't it? Yeah. That's way off. Helen of Detroit. I don't want to be tuning it beforehand, but I feel like I had to. My God, that drop. No, that's right. Okay, it's off. I gotta get it right somehow, man. That's it. There we go. So yeah, I mean, The Odyssey could have been really good. They could have come out with something really good with that film, but they just chose not to. They chose to go with the diversity hires and go with people who don't have any form of fucking skill. Because, you know, meeting quotas and shit like that, I think is ridiculous. I remember a time when people actually made stuff that were connected to the things that they were... For example, as I said, Braveheart. I want them to remake it now. Hi, gorgeous. Not you, Shanty. Stop. Hello. Yes. Well, it was either that or have a 5 head with a high bit. Sort of didn't really suit well, whereas this suits a bit better, so, you know, can't say too much on it. That's gonna hurt. Now, what I was using was this, but it's starting to fuck me off because that fuzz sound is absolutely horrible. If I can actually just have it as a normal thing, then we'll be fine. So I'll chuck that away. Apologies. I look like Ken Dodd. Yes. Ken Dodd's prettier cousin. have you seen the epic musical videos that would have been a great version on the big screen? Epic musical videos? Morning Devil was hoping for the full Malari. That will do, though. It's better than what it was, mate. At least it's even-ish. We'll go with even-ish. Yeah, no, but Odyssey, absolute load of garbage. I couldn't believe that they actually filmed it the way they did. That thing has been cut into oblivion. There's parts of it that don't make sense. There were scenes in it that were completely different from Homer's work. So, perfect example. There's a part where Odysseus is trapped on an island with a certain character, and I'll leave you to either watch the Odyssey or just read the fucking book, or maybe watch the classic films like The Return or anything, any other film than the one that we've just fucking received. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, so basically the original Odysseus was being trapped. He was being kept there on purpose to be the slave of this goddess, basically, because she didn't want Odysseus to return back to Troy. But no, they changed that up because a woman cannot be evil in 2026. Females are all good and they can never do any wrong in 2026. You want to fucking bet? Just fucking come on now. Come on now. You could do better than that. Beautiful stuff. Just gotta make sure it's right, because in the end of the day, like, you get all these people on there, they're like professionals and shit. I am not a fucking professional. I am a gamer. I am a metalhead, fucking talk bollocks, and that's pretty much it. So, yeah, I've got my regulars in here. You two are legends, by the way. Thank you, Shanti. Thank you, Sylvia. You're awesome. Awesome. My missus is here. Thank you, love. I appreciate it. But the Odyssey was a travesty. Having Matt Damon play as Odysseus was fucking hilarious. Professional knobhead. Exactly that. Exactly that. But, yeah, having Matt Damon play as fricking Odysseus was probably one of the worst casting choices, bar fucking Helen of Detroit. Oh, fucking sue me. Then you've got Tom Holland, who couldn't play as anything other than fucking Tom Holland. Wow. Just wow. I mean, just fucking... You're not even... First of all, let's face it, Tom. You're English, dude. You're a British guy doing an American accent for a Greek film. Oh, wait. No Greeks. Not a fucking one Greek. My God, I would love to see Train Spotting, but without the Scottish people in Scotland. Because I think it's a bit disgusting that they've got all those Scottish people in Scotland, don't you? It's like in Japan. How dare they have all those Japanese people in Japan, man? It's just disgusting to have so many Japanese people in Japan. About Paris. Parisians, French people. Nobody wants French people. Not even the French want French people. We should replace them all. We should replace them all with anything other than white people. That's how the world gets fixed, right? Right? Just asking. Don't know. I don't know nothing. I'm just a simple racist. What can I say? Still sounds fucking off to me. Dong, dong, dong. Oh, that's the one. Let's try that. Yeah, that does. Hello. Did I just fucking tune that wrong? You look young, 40. I haven't even started yet, dude, but I appreciate it. Young 40. 42, close enough. I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you very much. You know, the problem with being, like, playing guitar and stuff like that. Okay, calm down now. Calm down now. I know. My missus is here. You just steady on now. She'll just tell you to keep me. By the way, if you want to keep me, it's about $5 an hour. Works. No, nothing, mate. Don't worry about it. Are you okay? You need to look at better people. Trust me. There are a lot more attractive people on here that I don't... You've met Gollum out of the lot and you've went, wow, you look great. No. What are you doing? I don't even lie to me like that. There are... Go find handsome boys. Handsome boys are good. I wonder... Well, his arms are massive, though. Just that. Too much of that. That's what it is. That's why my arms... I farted. Loud smell. Rotten eggs. That's hot. That is indeed hot. Put me right on. Okay. Don't block me. Thanks, mate. Don't block me. I'm a cool guy. I'll take your word for it, geezer. I'll take your word for it. I am a British man. I am an English man. Can you not tell from my crooked teeth and funny accent? I burp loud, smell garlic breath. Awesome. Well, you know the trick to that. If there's other people around you, if you don't want them to smell the garlic, get them to eat garlic too. Wins it. It works every fucking time. So yes, The Odyssey was an absolute load of trash and I will never want to ever watch that. It's horrendous. If you want to look at the Odyssey, the real Odyssey, I'd check out Homer's actual 3,000-year-old works, which were really good and really interesting. Good action in it and good fucking moral stories. You know, those things that we don't have these days. You look like Popeye. Thank you. Well, Popeye was older. Popeye will do. I've never been a sailor. Not too keen on the bum sex. Stop, I'm not a piece of meat. Stop. I hate it when it's too low. You may not hear it, but I fucking do. That's fine. No, don't worry about it. I should have done this before, and I apologise. Such an amateur. Hey, thank you very much, Gabster. So yeah, if I was just wanting to find out if there was actually something good. The smell won't go. Okay. Well, you go get yourself in the shower, because that's usually how that gets rid of that. Yeah, so the Odyssey could have been better. They could have done so much. I expected a lot more from Christopher Nolan's work, considering the fucking guy created The Dark Knight, for fuck's sake. One of the best dark of interpretations of a Batman film ever created, and he did really well. Heath Ledger stole the show with it. And yet we've gone from that to Helen of Detroit and the little boy who wasn't a boy, also known as Ellen Page. Elliot Page, I don't give a fuck what it calls itself these days. It looks like a girl who's trying to be a boy, but Ellen Page, you're not a real boy. You will never be a real boy. You need actual to be born as a fucking boy. To be a boy. Sorry, Ellen Page. There was the 80s film version of The Odyssey. I remember watching that one in English class. Yeah, exactly my point. Exactly my point, though. History has been corrupted and twisted, and it's a shame, really, that anyone younger than... If you were born after the 2000 era, you were at risk of not knowing the actual history. And yes, they always say, history is written by the victors. Yeah, it was written by the victors, and now the victors are changing that history. That's my opinion anyway. I'm just some fucking crackpot on the internet. I don't know what to fucking tell you. I'll get you, twat. Baked bean smell. I remember some good stuff. The older folk defo had the best experiences with films, games, and music. Yes, it seems so, doesn't it? It does seem so. It seems like everything that we've had come out in the last, 2 decades has been nothing but repeats and fucking regurgitations of stuff that has already been made. And it's been made better in older times when we had less technology. Do you know that they had Jason and the Argonauts, right? Jason and the Argonauts, again, a mythological film, right? Where they had sea monsters and Medusas and freaking skeleton people and fucking all that shit. It was all done with stop motion. However, it didn't try and push a propaganda. It didn't try and push an ideology. It told the story that was meant to be told. It was telling the story that has been around for generations. But that's not what happens now. Don't forget Black Snow White. She wasn't black, she was Hispanic. Mexico white. Brown? Did they get snow in Puerto Rico? I forget, I'm not sure. But either way, yes, they changed that as well, because Snow White in that remake, she was called Snow White because she was born in a snowstorm. Nothing to do with her hair being black as the night and her skin being as pale as snow. Or as white as snow. Nothing like that. That was it, yeah. Olive brown? Olive black? I don't know. There's Snow White, olive black, bruised purple, red ball sack, one of the two. Hammer on. Black Ariel, Black Annie, African American Pepper. The thing is, if we were to take Zulu and switch it all up, people would get offended. Now, if we also took Roots, if anybody knows that film, which is a very important film, might I add, and we were shown that in school in my age. Now, Roots was about the slave trade. It was about the African slaves, which was a rough thing altogether, right? I mean, I watched that, and I loved the film, and I held compassion for the person of Kunta Kinte and all of the African people that were shoved into slavery, not only by the British Empire, but also by themselves. Because they did enslave themselves. They sold each other off for the highest fucking bidder because the place was run by warlords, and is still to this day run by warlords. So yes, it's unfortunate that we've got this sort of situation now where everything that is Western or even close to European or white has to be erased to benefit somebody who had none of that to begin with. Now, they've got their own stories. Africans have their own stories. Indians have their own stories. Japanese have their own stories. The Chinese have their own stories. And I don't see the Japanese stories being switched around. I don't see ethnicities being replacing Japanese people or anything like that. I think it's really fucking retarded. I think it's stupid and nobody should do it. But anyway, on to lighter things. I am looking forward to certain games that are coming out on VR standalone especially. I mean, we've got a few coming, the end of the year. There is one I forget the name of. I could probably bring it up now, but I'm not, I can't. I need to get another fucking phone for that. So, yes, we have a World War I inspired tower defense game or something along those lines that's coming out. If Devil's in here, he'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Where you will play as, I think, either the British or the French or something like that, and you're basically using cannons, mortars, stuff like that. It's basically old-style sort of war shooter that I've already put up for. That is going to be impressive. And then there's another one called The Lighthouse, I believe, which is a Lovecraftian horror sort of co-op game. Now that is something I could definitely stick my teeth into. That looks interesting. I've had it wishlisted for quite some time now. I don't know when it's coming out. I know that Postal VR will be coming out at the end of this year. I know there's a few others that will be coming out at the end of this year. And let's hope they're not as bad as Remnant Protocol. Or what was it? Fucking, I've forgotten what the name of it was. That Brain Rot VR. Help me here. I'll remember the name of it eventually. Okay, we'll just go with it. It was called Beyond Sandbox. Holy fuck balls! Beyond Sandbox was, for any younger people in the audience, you may like Beyond Sandbox. That's very good. Good for you. It's dog shit. We've waited for fucking ages for a new version of a sandbox where you have more physicality, more blood, more gore. All the stuff that I love. Violence, death, destruction, gore, all that stuff. Fucking chef's kiss. But unfortunately, that's not what we got. That isn't what we got. You're in the playtest for it starting the 31st. Very nice. That's cool. Well, let me know how that pans out, man, because I'm looking forward to when that comes out. I don't bother doing playtests if I can help it, because in the end of the day, you've got plenty of people like yourself doing that shit, and that's not me. I've got one for a sort of Dead by Daylight game that's coming out by the same people who made... oh, fuck me. This is the perfect time to have brain fog. It's the parkour melee game that was on standalone and on PC VR. Sprun. They made a standalone version of it that was really good. That had its own open world map and that. I can't remember what it was fucking called for the life of me, but the same developers who did that are making a Dead by Daylight, Dying Light-esque zombie game where you can parkour and use melee weapons and you get chased by loads. Fading Light. Thank you very much. Shanty's on it like carb on it. Thank you. Yes, this is the second time I've been invited to do that again, and I just can't be asked. If anything that we took from the podcast last time, me, Devil and Ripper, the thing I took from it is that I'm not going to feed into it anymore. Let everybody else fucking do that. I will not be playtesting a game to help a developer who can't be asked to look after their own shit and try out their own stuff. If you do not like your own game or have not tried your own game that you've created, you're a fucking window licker. That'd be like me drawing a picture and not even looking at what I'm drawing. There you go. I'll create a riff now. Are you ready? Right. Yeah, that riff? Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to give me £25 to write a better to fix that song. You ready? Right, you give me £25 and then you can help me write that song. You can write that for me. Is that okay? I'll put the basics there. You just pay me money and then you can make it for me. Yeah? You pay me and then you do the work for me. And then I'll sell the track off for millions later down the road. Doesn't make sense, does it? Doesn't make any fucking sense, does it? No. Then why the fuck do we do this in VR? Why do we do this in any gaming platform? I'm fucked off with it. I'm fucked off with it. I've done it enough times now to just go, no, don't want this. Don't want to do this no more. Dixotomia was the start for me. Now, if you don't know what Dixotomia is, it's an asset flip, lazy ass fucking developer game where they wanted people to go into it and just tell them about everything that went wrong and give them the information and that. I come from an older time where we had a game, we saw the game, we played the game, and the game was solid and it worked. Why? Because they paid fucking testers to do it. They paid professionals to do it. They paid people who actually knew what they were talking about and understood the programming and how these things were put together to test these games. Do you think Final Fantasy VII, the original, came out and they went, oh, we'll just fix it later? No. Do you think Resident Evil 2 on the PlayStation 1 era actually came out and they went, ah, it's all right, we'll just upload it and then we'll deal with it later? How about the original God of Wars? They put those out and go, oh yeah, I know it's a buggy mess, but fuck it, we'll fix it later. Checking PayPal. Thank you, Shanti. Thank you. Currency's always appreciated. Thank you very much. Don't give me money for that shit, people. Just in case there are some people out there who might. I should be taking advantage. Look, I'm not gonna create anything. I'm gonna go like this. Now I want you to tell me what to do there, but you need to pay me £50 for the pleasure. Fucking bullshit, isn't it? I'm not happy with it. I don't agree with it in the slightest, but in the end of the day, these are the practices that we're dealing with these days. It's an unseen experience that drives the play testers. That's the problem, though, isn't it? That's the problem. People get too excited about trying a game before it's released and going, oh my God, I get to play this and nobody else has gotten to play it. Yeah, oh, we can show people and that. But yeah, but you're showing people what they want to see. You're not showing them the truth. There was, what was his name? Some knobhead YouTuber. I forget his name. I shouldn't call him a knobhead because I'm a knobhead too. I've forgotten what his name is now, but either way, there was a game called Drop Team, right? It was on standalone. I'm not sure if it was on PC VR, but it was brought up on YouTube channels all over the place. Matteo, I think his fucking name is, right? And he did a review on Drop Team, and he was like, oh, this is amazing with friends, and it works, and it's beautiful, and that. You try it, it's a buggy fucking mess. Nothing works properly, nothing plays properly. The enemies get stuck on walls. Your systems don't work properly. The game was a fucking abortion. And yet, he tried to make everybody believe it was good. I went, listened to what he said, and went, huh, this might be good. Loaded it in. Fuck me. Absolute cat shit. Absolute cat shit. I've never said, it's just, and then I look back at the channel and then I put a comment up on his channel. Of course, that comment got removed right quick because in the end of the day, you know, nobody wants to have bad reviews. Hello there, I'm white. I'm white too. Nice to meet you. Just leave this up here. My God, Discord Neon, I'm getting fucking... Jesus, I'll look at it. Oh, Surgeon Simulator. It's all right, I'm getting Discord notifications off friends, or people I know, actually, who have actually met over the internet, and you're all really fucking brilliant legends. Yes. Surgeon Simulator does look interesting, Neon. I'll get round to it. I think I think I may have freaked out one of my regulars yesterday because I did my Mad Surgeon videos, and I know that this one person has seen me do these Mad Surgeon videos, but I don't think they understood the gravity of how much fun I have in said Mad Surgeon videos. I mean, you give me a humanoid to torture, and I'm gonna be like a dog waiting to go to the park. Yay! Mutilation. You see what I mean? It's one of those. Yeah, but that's the problem with people getting testers in and going, oh yeah, well, you'll let us know what goes on with this game, and then you can help us, and then you'll get behind the scenes information and all that stuff. Just give me the fucking game, dude. I don't give a fuck about playtesting. I don't give a fuck about early access. Just sort the fucking game out, get it solid, give it good bones, and then fucking ship it. You want to get testers in, by all means, but pay the wankers. Because in the end of the day, in any other circumstance, you don't see... I don't know, actually, times have changed, haven't they? Because I was going to turn around and go, well, do you think companies like fucking Bethesda and BioWare and fucking EA, some of the worst names I can come up with, are really making people test it for free? Yeah, probably. That's why the standard of gaming has gone down the fucking toilet. And if you don't believe me, mixtape. Convince me I'm wrong. This is why I hold you and Devil's opinions on the high. Yeah, but in the end of the day, Shanty, mate, it's not about our opinions as such. It's just fucking common sense, you know? Is that in the end of the day, if you want a good... I don't go to a cinema to watch fucking Batman to get half of a film where the actors don't know their lines yet. Do you see what I'm getting at? I don't fucking listen to a band. I don't go to a Machine Head gig and go... Right, awesome, this is going to be mint. And then go listen to Machine Head, and then they just stop and mumble some of the words in the songs, or they don't play the song right, and then somebody has to go up and play it for them. Same fucking difference. It's just common sense, and unfortunately, that seems to be few and fucking far between these days, and it does my head in. I'm pedantic over it. It drives me insane. But this is the way of the world. Retards have inherited the earth. Cheers. Damn, that's good coffee. But yeah, it's one of those. Hopefully one day, these companies will see the error of their ways and go, oh, we should get some professionals in on this. Thanks. I thought it was a nice cup too. Isn't it cute? Handsome as fuck. Right, yeah, but one day, I'm hoping that they will fix this. They will do something about it. They will try and hire in professionals to do the testing for them. Or... hear me out, I know this is a fucking stretch, so bear with me here. Or how about the developers test their own shit before shipping it? Mind-blowing, huh? Fucking crazy. I mean, I know everybody's a lazy cunt these days, but fucking hell, man. I mean, perfect example, Assassin's Creed Resynced. You all enjoying that? You're all enjoying your resynced garbage? Good, good, good. Do you know what? For the original Assassin's Creed Black Flag and all of its faults, at least the prostitutes had a good pair of tits. And they weren't mostly ugly. Oh yeah, and you could trank someone through a cage. That was good fun. You could do some silly shit in it. But this one, it's very cookie cutter, very standard. There's nothing in it that makes me want to go back. Especially considering the prices of these now. How much is it going for at the minute? It was like 60 to 80 quid for one edition of it, and then probably 100 quid for another edition of fucking Assassin's Creed Black Clank, whatever. In the end of the day, we've had these games before. Assassin's Creed Black Flag has been out before. It was good back then. They're resyncing it for what? For what? Oh, wait, money. That's what it is. What happened to Hitman? That went down the toilet too, because IO Interactive, the people who created Hitman, decided to do a Bond game that was an absolute load of hot steaming cat shit too. IO Interactive forgot how to make Hitman games. They forgot how to make any game properly, to be honest with you. I've seen enough of the Bond game to know that it's fucking dog shit. I've never seen something so lazily done in my life. I played the fucking original Bond games as well. I'm back on the fucking Atari. This is old school shit we're talking, like, you know, it's like 5-bit. But I remember the ones on the PlayStation 1 era. The World Was Not Enough, Tomorrow Never Dies, I played GoldenEye 64 on the N64 when that came out. One of the best Bond games ever created. They did the same thing with Kingdom Hearts and Star Fox. I don't know anything about Star Fox, so I cannot comment. But I know they re-released Star Fox recently. I haven't heard any bad things about it, and usually I'm pretty good at catching these things. So, I don't know. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. I haven't tried it personally, so I can't really say too much. But Kingdom Hearts, do you know what? The Kingdom Hearts games should have been ones that I really liked. I didn't get into them. Disney fucked me off, all right? Disney are bad. Just Disney are bad. Anybody who just fucking Disney shit, oh, fuck. Disney was great back in the 80s and 90s, you know? It was fucking awesome shit. Whatever the fuck Disney is now, oh my God. I remember when Disney World or Disneyland was for kids. Yeah, the adults had a good time too, but mainly it was for the kids. You take kids there, hey kids, we're going to Disneyland. They go, look at Disneyland, wah! And they go fucking ace. And now, all you ever see coming out of any of them is just adults. Fat adults mainly. Obesely fat adults just fucking blobbing around. Fucking, how they can fit on half the rides there is beyond me. They must have extra size seats for the fucking scum. But either way, yeah. When the world's falling apart and the shit that we're getting is brain dead fucking garbage, the best thing that we can do is look back ourselves. Go back to the things that were better. Go back to the things that were worth the time. Because at the end of the day, I would happily play a game that was a decade old over the shit that's come out these days. I would rather play something that came out on older generation shit but had more depth to it than the shallow fucking garbage we've got these days. What is it? As wide as an ocean, as deep as a puddle. It's fucking shit. It's all shit. But in the end of the day, that's how we do it. We just got to hope to God somebody's going to have some common sense in the next fucking 5 years. And they go, right, we're going to make some good shit now. Doom. Do you know what? I can't actually say anything about the new Dooms either because Mega Man for me. Shanty, you sexy bitch. Oh, yeah, Mega Man. Good man. Mega Man Super. It was on the Nintendo, the original Mega Man that I liked. I can't remember which Mega Man it was. I think it was like Mega Man X or something stupid. But either way, I loved it because you got to, like, the combat was mint. You got to change the shot ability and it changed Mega Man's suit and everything like that. I loved that sort of stuff when I was younger. Okay, sorry, I'm getting another message off Neon, bless you. I'm live, dude. You don't have to message me on Discord. There we go. Mega Man, yeah, Mega Man was fucking mint. And the new Dooms as well were actually pretty good. There's nothing wrong with those. I don't know. There's parts of it I don't like because they've changed up the fucking storyline to it, all right? They've changed up what makes it what it is. So the original Doom guy was just Doom guy, but I heard that Revelations has sort of added bits to that because it's a prequel / sequel to Doom Eternal and the Ancient Gods, of which I thought they were pretty good games, to be honest with you. I thought that doing Doom Eternal was probably the height of what a Doom game could be. To try and get any further than that, pointless. Absolutely pointless. Your signal's breaking. Oh shit, is it still breaking? Is that because I'm standing in front of it? Hold on. No, apparently it's fine. I don't know. Apologies if the signal's breaking, that's weird. Somebody don't want me speaking. I think it was when you was getting a message. Yeah, most probably when I was getting a message. These are new fucking strings. Okay, that's fine. Terrible. So yeah, in the end of the day, we've got a lot of games coming out that might be good, but I don't know. Well, the proof is in the pudding, I guess. We will have to see whether they're actually going to be any good or not. But I don't know. I'm hopeful. I mean, there's people like Team Beef, Flat to VR guys. They've done really well to bring out some of them. I mean, even Flat Out, the Flat Out games to VR, fucking good. Even the PC version, even I've got to put my hands up and go, wow, that's pretty fucking good, to be honest with you. It reminds me of the good old Burnout days, you know, Burnout Revenge, all that sort of good shit where it's not really about driving and more about smashing the fuck out the other guy in front of you. And I loved that sort of shit, you know. It was really good that you could have that sort of style, and it seems to be coming back, especially considering that VR in itself is actually making more of a headway than console or any real flat screen games. We seem to be getting a lot more interesting things in VR than they are on flat screen. That's just my opinion, of course. It's probably completely wrong, but I'd rather sort of look forward to the future when it comes to it. Like Postal, that is going to be my magnum opus for the channel. That is going to be something I am going to be spending a lot of fucking time in, because I'm sorry, any game that allows me to piss all over people or set fire to a protest or just walk into a building and just blow the fucking holes through people is great. Oh no, the signal's going to go again. Neon, stop fucking messaging me! Fuck! Sorry. I'm getting messages, man. I don't usually get messages. I'm antisocial. That's why I'm on here. So I don't usually have to fucking talk to people. I just talk at them. It's a skill. So yeah, no, it's going to be good, I hope. I mean, we've got a fair few games coming out. I just want to get focused on the ones that I have in my back list as well. Loved Burnout. Burnout was a great game. The original Burnout was fucking awesome as well. I actually had the original Burnout on GameCube. It's going back now, I know, but yeah, the original Burnout was astounding to me because I was a young kid and it was like, whoa, bro, this is amazing and fast, so fast, my eyes are so fast. But these days, I mean, fast isn't even fast, it's going through the floor. It's going through the roof when it comes to speed. It's you! I knew it was you! What's happening with that one string? Oh, it goes out because in the end of the day, I'm using electroacoustic strings on an electroacoustic guitar, but it doesn't like it. Sometimes you have to retune it and get it right. Plus the fact, if you leave it sitting for any amount of time, it will start to warp the string. It will start fucking with it. So, yeah. yeah, it just, in the end of the day, takes some time. Will you sing? No. Not at all. Not in your Nelly, not on the slightest, no. One, because I haven't fucking sing in ages, and two, because I don't have that sort of confidence. I can play guitar poorly on a stream, that's fucking fine. That's a different thing altogether, because I'm wank and I know I'm wank. But when it comes to singing, I'd rather not sing. Thank you, though. I appreciate it, but no, I'm not doing that. So yeah, what other things are there? There's not really many shows, to be honest with you. I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest with you, because there's nothing I've really wanted to... Oh, no, there was a show. Okay, TV shows. I believe it's called From. Now, this is some weird-ass Lovecraftian shit in itself, and I love me some Lovecraftian bullshit. I definitely do. So, From is set in this little town that no one can seem to escape from, no one can leave. They can keep driving down the road as long as they want, they'll keep coming back to the town. If you haven't heard of the show yourself, it's on Sky right now, they've completed the series, so feel free to check it out, fucking awesome, I'll definitely recommend it. So, anyone who ends up in this town is trapped there, and at night time, these creatures come out. Now, they look human. They're all wearing 1940s, 1950s attire. They're all very smiley and very happy. But once they get you outside, you were going to get ripped apart and eaten. And I found it fascinating. The whole show, I'm not going to say too much into it. I'm not going to ruin it. It is definitely worth your time to watch. It is definitely good fun. Really well written. Visually stunning. Actually quite cleverly directed and filmed. And yeah, I haven't watched the last season yet. I am holding off until it's over. I think it is over now. So yeah, if you haven't checked out From, have a look. If you like your cosmic horror and your entity shit and your just horrors in general, it's really good. They've got some decent actors in there as well who have done some really good work in the past that really pull off the characters quite well in this. And it sort of screams of Lovecraftian shit because there's a couple of hints at a certain king I'm not going to mention, and if you don't know who I'm talking about, go watch From. It's actually pretty decent. As for games, we're back to games again because that's my first forte. So the first games that I've been really playing of late, I mean, to be honest with you, I never thought I'd get into dungeons properly. I never thought I'd get into half the games I play these days properly, all because I'm a very... I wouldn't say antisocial, but I struggle with being sociable because I'm a dickhead and I don't like people, and people don't like me because I don't like people. And but sometimes it's good when you meet people who hate people, because then those people that hate people you like, because you like the people that hate the people. It's all about the likes and the hates, okay? I like to hate shit. It's a hobby of mine. I like to fucking dunk on shit as well, especially if it's bad. Bad games in general. Oh, I like to dunk on those. And yeah, Dixotomia. I wonder what's happened with that these days. Now, that is a first-person shooter partially created by AI, because the storyline was all written by AI. Makes no sense whatsoever. The UI for it was fucking appalling, because whenever you spoke to an NPC, you'd have this massive box in your viewpoint and you couldn't actually see what the fuck was going on in the entirety of it. The dialogue was horrendous, obviously, because written and voiced by AI characters. The game design itself, now here's the kicker, right? You had your standard affair, right? You had pistol, assault rifles, that sort of shit, that's fine. You also had a sort of mechanical weapon, plasma sort of railgun thing that comes out of your arm. Now, the function of that worked really well. You press a button and it'll switch you from the gun to your wrist cannon, and then you could aim it. Now, in theory, that was beautiful. It was well done, well designed, and I loved it. But as for the rest of it, it's like they fell apart. It's like they couldn't be asked to finish the fucking thing off. And that's what disappoints me. It's like, You want us to fix your game for you, but you can't be asked to go in there and do it yourself. This is me repeating myself over and over fucking again with this shit. Because in the end of the day, I believe it should be said. Because who the fuck wants to play a part of a game? Not even for me. Order. You can't do that. We'll discuss this later. We shall see. Confidence is key, and I have not got the keys. I lost the keys. Lost the keys fucking ages ago. So yes. But yeah, Dixotomia was something that could have been really good, but they just didn't bother. And I felt like I was the only person actually putting any effort into wanting it to be good. And I completed it. Now, you know a game is jank and trash when you get to the final boss, you put that one final bullet into the monster's head, and instead of collapsing or falling or going, no, and blowing up, it just popped out of existence. Gone. One bullet, bang, dragon, gone, disappeared, vanished. And then I got, congratulations, you are big hero of the world, you are big hero, you are big hero, you are. Yes, please. It's dry up here. So yeah, it was just unfortunate that they didn't actually try harder with it. I went back in trying to do the right thing and going, look, I will give it the shot. I will go back in, play it on a harder difficulty, and then everything should be done right. He should have fixed all this shit. Nope, not a fucking thing done. If anything, it was worse because the design for it was horrendous. The abilities didn't work correctly, and when they did work, they were underwhelming. There was a thing where you could create spikes out of blood, and those spikes should have sounded and looked like they were fucking giving it some shit. But unfortunately, no, that's not what happened. It was just like, fair, and then it was over. Pretty much like, you know, sex in general. Joking. But in the end of the day, when it's that underwhelming and they didn't make an effort with the stuff that they had on the ground at the time, what's the point? There is no point to that. You may as well just fucking leave it. There's no point to it. So yeah, Dixotomia wasn't great. I was hoping it would be better. And here's the irony, right? I cannot put it down to single dev companies. If you are a developer and you're creating a game and you're on your ones, if you're doing it alone and you come up with solid bones, you'll have people loving it, right? There is a developer called K-Monkey. Giving him a shout out here because you never know if you haven't checked him out. K-Monkey. I might leave him in the description, or I might just fucking leave you to use your own noggins and figure it out for your fucking selves. But K-Monkey designed a game called Among Giants. Now this is basically Shadow of the Colossus. If you've ever heard of that, if you haven't heard of that, you are a little worm on a big fucking hook. No, you are one man and you ride around a massive open world, finally killing off giants of certain forms and shapes. Thank you. Killing off giants of certain forms and shapes, and it was challenging. It was tactical. You had to use your stamina cleverly. You had to use your weapons basically. You were a basic bitch. You had a knife and a bow and arrow. You had a sword, and a bow and arrow. And it was immense. The gravity and the mass of the game was astounding. Now, someone who was a single developer changed the designs a bit and actually created their own version of it, but using robots, using polygonal sort of visual. So this is where my sort of fork in the road is. Some people really want the good design and good artwork, but they also want the good gameplay. These days it looks like you can't get both, so if you're going to try and get both, at least get the one with the good gameplay. You can look like squares shagging circles. I'm paraphrasing from Devil, and it'd still be a good game. Okay, so Among Giants was probably one of the best single dev games I've seen in a long time, and the developer was very receptive to certain things that weren't going right. Say, for example, I was having issues with pulling the bow back and then firing it, because every time I went to pull the bow, there's a cursor in your line of sight that goes to wherever you're aiming the bow, and that was going fucking that way while I was aiming that way. So it didn't really suit for me, and so I got in touch with the developer, and I was like, look, this isn't working properly. Is there any chance you can sort it? But it was a benefit that he was actually in my stream at the time when I was testing out certain things. There was one, sure, I may need to drag up that video now and actually go back, because there was a point where I got the grapple hooks that you get for your wrists and pulled myself up to a mountain, but I pulled myself up underneath the lip of a mountain and then it ricocheted me into orbit. I just went bye-bye. And this was while the developers was watching. He goes, oh, well, that's one for the comical shorts and stuff like that. And he was right, and I never posted it. Sorry, K-Monkey, if you ever see it. I will be posting it at some point soon. I might even do some other stuff, because me being an old retarded person as I am, only just found out I can screen record and do stuff that is technologically advanced, considering I do all this bullshit without the use of a PC. Amazing! So I will be actually adding stuff to the channel for that. I also got copyright blocked. Neon, you're a twat, mate. I love you, but you are a twat. You were messing with my signal, bro, every time you sent a Discord message to my thing. It was coming up on here, and then it was setting the signal off. It's all your fault. Your 11-year-old told you. Yes, my 11-year-old told me how to screen clip or fucking whatever, so I can do stuff now. Instead of just, you know, doing the best I can with YouTube's own applications and stuff like that. But you're all good, though, Neon. You're all right, mate. I'll have a look at what you put on Discord earlier, but I was streaming at the time, so I can't look at it yet. I'll look at it after. But yeah, as Shanti said, the lighthouse looks astounding for standalone. Shanti, if you're still in, have you got any idea when that's due to be released at all? Or is that going to be one of those things? Because I know you're doing the early access testing, aren't you? Or are you not allowed to say? Is it all hush-hush and, you know, mum's the word, you know what I'm saying? What am I playing next? What, guitar-wise or VR-wise? I'll wait. No, Neon, I'm messing around. You're all good, mate. You're all good. You're all good. I was just having a laugh at your expense. Don't worry your head about it. So, yeah, it was okay. What am I playing next? What are you playing next? Both. Okay, well, that is I Hate Everything About You. No, not you, love. I love you. But, and what I'm playing next, that's a fucking good question, right? The problem I've got these days is that I've got so many games in my repertoire that I don't know what to play from one day to the next, and I usually tend to be a bit of a magpie. So I go, ooh, shiny, what's that? And then it's there and I'm on a new game. You motherfuckers don't help either, let's face it, because I go, Devil going, hey, what's this? And then I got Ripper going, hey, what's this? And it was like, I'll do that too then. So I've got a list of games like Into Black, which we're still doing multiplayer on, mint game. Let's see, Dungeons of Eternity, go back to copyright thing. What happened? Oh, don't worry about it. It was my own mistake anyway. Thank you, love. Guitar Hero, I can't play that for shit. I can play this. I can't play a fucking Guitar Hero game to save my fucking life at all. At all. Go back to the copyright thing. Okay, no, it was my thing altogether, to be honest with you, Neon, mate. It's all because I ripped a 1 minute and 26 second short from an anime I like and then posted that, but I didn't put any music over it. I didn't do anything else, so they just blocked it. Happens. You know what I mean? You've got to change it. You've got to turn it into something else, because if you don't, then you're just going to get copyright blocked. I haven't been blocked on other things that I've done. I haven't been struck. I haven't had any of that shit. So we're all good there. But yes, just be careful when making shorts, because I don't usually make things about other things. But Neon, got thank you for that a bit, actually, because there's things I wanted to show on my channel that I didn't know how to show. Things I wanted to play and add in bits, like sort of do gameplay and then a bit from a show or something, just to comedic effect, as it were. You know what I mean? Go back to the copyright thing. I did. There you go. It's all done. Yeah, it was me. I'm a bell end. I ripped 1 minute and 26 of an anime show, and they went, no. And they had every right to go, no. So I deleted it. Everything I do get copyrighted on version I make. Well, you will. You will. Without any sort of transformation, you do have to transform the content to a point, or else that you're just going to get copyright struck. I found the same issue, though, when it comes to streaming VR games. For example, funnily enough, Among Giants, which was the game I was talking about, I got copyright struck on that because of the music that was in that game. So you have to put, was it original commentary over gameplay and audio, or something along those lines. Silver Tongue Devil helped me out with that quite a bit. If you don't know who he is, go check him out on the channel. But yeah, he helped me out somewhat to get that sorted. You only get blocked in Russia and Belarus. It's alright, they don't like me there either. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know. I was getting blocked everywhere, mate, with what I put up. Apparently, it gets blocked all over the shop. So, you know, but to be honest with you, it was a tester. I was like, oh, well, I'll see if this works. And if it works, great. If not, then I'm not too fussed. But it wasn't my gameplay. It was just sort of something I posted as a bit of funsies. So, yeah. Yeah, but in the end of the day, there's content blocked and stuff like that. That was no biggie. It was a little thing. Now you put me off what the fuck I was on about in the first place. Yes, Among Giants, I got copyright claimed. They call it claimed. So you got copyright claiming, copyright strike, and copyright blocked. I got completely content blocked on that one short, but that's fine. One, I can understand why, because of the music, and two, I can understand why, because it was very bloody. If you've ever seen the series, the Hellsing series of manga or anime, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That anime is probably one of the bloodiest that I've seen in a long time. I love it. I absolutely love the Hellsing series, one of the best animated horrors that you could come across. I'll call it a horror because, yeah, it's fucking horror. It's about a bloody monster, for fuck's sake. Yeah, it's a good show. Go check it out. Hellsing, or Hellsing Ultimate, and then Hellsing Ultimate Abridged. Go look at the abridged afterwards. It's worth the time. I also want to be getting back to always upload private first, then check it, and tells you that will stop you getting a strike. I appreciate that, Neon. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't get striked. I just got blocked. It was just something. I just went, oh, okay, well, fuck it then. I won't do that then. And I didn't. Ah. That was the one I wanted to talk about. So I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with the game, but I had this one in my library for a very long time, right? It was probably one of the first games that I bought on VR standalone, and it was because it reminded me of The Thing mixed with Creepshow, if you've ever heard of that. It was a TV show from the 90s where it was like a horror comic book that was played out as stories, like The Outer Limits or The Twilight Zone, that sort of shit. Well, Creepshow was fucking awesome. It was a fantastic show, but I came across the game called Lies Beneath. If you want to know more about that game, I'll go check it out on my channel. Maybe, you never know, you might like it. But it was an amazing game called Lies Beneath. Now, this game puts you in the shoes of a young woman who's coming back home after a long time. She gets into a car crash with her father. It's very basic plot fare, you know, very basic horror sort of gameplay. But what it doesn't tell you at first is how well it is done. I mean, I have not come across a survival horror game that has made me more interested in playing it since Endoparasitic. And Endoparasitic, again, is another game where you is a survival horror and you've got fuck all but your wits and a gun and that's it. But Lies Beneath gives you the whole Evil Dead mixed with Creepshow, mixed with fucking comic book horror, survival horror sort of shit. And I loved that, right? So you use anything from pieces of wood to axes to fucking anything you can get your hands on, as well as firearms and stuff like that. But you are going against some weird ass shit. We're talking humanoid creatures that are climbing up trees backwards, using their legs like spider legs. You've got zombie-fied monster things with bits of weapons sticking out the freaking bodies and that, and you can pull them out and that. The UI system. Now, usually when it comes to a survival game of any way, shape, or form, you have either a health bar or numbers somewhere, or you go into your menu and it'll tell you, you know, like the Resident Evil one, fine, caution, danger, you know what I mean? You've got stuff like that. Well, in Lies Beneath, your hands, depending on how far the blood reaches down your hands, is how damaged you are. If you got blood on the ends of your fingertips, you're a little bit injured. If you got blood all the way down your glove, you're pretty much dead with the next hit. And I love that sort of environmental sort of UI. So say, for example, the same thing that Dead Space did with their health bar, whereas you can see it on the back of the suit, and it's all part of the world that it's built into. So you've got the bar there, and it's all fine. In Lies Beneath, the story was slapdash because I found it funny and I was taking the mickey out of it the whole time I was playing it. But the combat is astounding. The weapons themselves. I have never ended up having a mental breakdown after trying to survive in a cabin for, well, I don't know how long I was in there fighting those fucking things for, but I laid bear traps down. I was chucking fucking ammo all over the shop. I had shotgun loaded up, pistol loaded up. I had a hatchet, pieces of wood I was throwing the fuck at them. And it was intense. The atmosphere of that game is beyond astounding. And for some, I can guarantee it's probably cheap as fuck now because it's old. Lies Beneath, ladies and gentlemen, on VR standalone and PC VR, I believe. It's worth a go if you like your survival horror-esque games and you like a bit of atmosphere. Because fucking hell, that game's got it in spades. Creepy as fuck, but it didn't creep me out as much as other things have. Which, I don't know. I think it was more so the fact that I was brought up with the Evil Dead and stuff like that. So for me, that was just, you know, it's a Tuesday. Although it's technically Monday. But we won't get into that. So yeah, no. Amazing game, Lies Beneath. Should definitely have a look. Of course, on the subject of horror games as well, I was yet to get Devil and Ripper to play Endoparasitic because I wanted that for our library sort of book. Our, was it? Book club, game club, VR club that we got going. I really did want them to play through Endoparasitic because it is one of those unique horror games that you won't find that anywhere else. You won't find that fucking in any way, shape or form anywhere else because it's unique. The developer called has got his own YouTube channel and he's pretty decent. The game was originally flat screen and then they moved it onto VR, did a VR port of it. There is Endoparasitic 2. That's not out on VR standalone, and I want to know why the fuck not. I'll ask him. I won't get an answer, but I can ask him. You never know. Endoparasitic was probably one of the fucking most interesting survival horrors I've come across because you literally have no legs, you have one arm left, and you've got a parasite crawling its way up your fucking body, up to your brain, slowly. All this while you're making your way through a darkened lab on the moon, shooting monsters that you've created because you're the doctor that created all this shit in the first place. And it's a weird experience to have a revolver, only have that one hand, and have to reload using your teeth to get the bullet in the chamber. And then you can go like that and then shoot. The atmosphere is fucking nuts. They did so damn well with it, and I couldn't be more impressed. It looks simple as hell on VR standalone, but that's the point. The original game was also simple as hell because it's an indie development. Now, this developer has done many other games. He's also got one out now where it's sort of like a Souls-like game, but you are top-down and you're a machine and you have to type in codes to move it. So, like, do you remember those old cars you could get where you'd have to push the direction you wanted it to go in, and then after you pressed enter, it would go in the directions that you told it to. It would go round in a circle or up and down. Well, basically, he's making a game that does that too, which sounds cool. Not my thing at all, but, you know, it does sound cool. But Endoparasitic was one of those games that just sort of defined atmosphere. It's like, say, for example, the buzzing sound that you get from the Backrooms games. You have that in spades in Endoparasitic because you were on a moon base, a scientific lab sort of thing, where all you can hear is the buzzing. The coffee? I can't taste the arsenic, love. It's good. Mrs. is just watching the live stream to make sure that I'm drinking down the poison she's just made. So yes, hey all, Post Dan, hello mate, good to see you in. Welcome. We were just talking about different games here and there. I know that you're more of a flat screen game player, aren't you, Dan? Flat screen games, where I come from, I love the stuff, you know what I mean? Hey, so you know each other, that's fucking awesome. But yeah, we were just talking about different games that are coming out on VR standalone and hopefully films and stuff, games maybe. A couple of animes I think we talked about as well, but mostly it's just been me faffing about, having a riff now and again with this bullshit, and just talking about things in general. You know, usually I pull this off on a Wednesday. I do this on a Wednesday. I call it a Chat And A Riff. He is Skyrim. I know he is Skyrim Dan. I have watched him for many hours being Skyrim Dan. He is very good at what he does. I have admiration for that as well, because fucking Skyrim's mint. It is, when that first came out, I bummed the fuck out of the game. I did. I went through every nook cranny. I even bugged it. It was easy to bug back in the day. Back in the day, it was rather easy to bag it to fuck. Because I had, was it dead flying skeletons that were going backwards of dragons? They're like dead dragons, but they're skeletons and flying backwards. I need to get myself a VR set one of these days. Believe it or not, well, I don't need to tell you, Dan, mate, they are cheap as fuck these days. Came here for some riffs, might stay for compliments. Not a compliment, just an observation, my friend, just observations. I don't deal in giving people compliments. You look really nice. No, you look like the back end of a horse. I am not going to lie to you. But if your shit's good, your shit's good. So that's how that goes. Yeah. Riffs, not so much today. I've just been messing around doing it's sort of like So yeah, a bit of fucking foos or shit like that. Usually I play my own shit because I like to do my own shit. It's like that. So yeah, just fuck arsing around, really. But yeah, no, I mean, some of the survival horror games I found in VR especially, I actually have a couple that I have not touched at all yet. One of them is called The Trench. I believe it's like a World War One horror game that looks really interesting and I still haven't gotten to yet. And the other one is called Dread Meridian, which, from what I remember, had a bit of a rough go, or something wasn't good in it, or I don't know, some people didn't like it, but I like to find out myself. So I know a lot of YouTubers, I watch a bit of their stuff here and there. If it's a new game, I tend not to look. I'll look at the first 5-10 minutes maybe, and then I'll go, okay, dude, I'm going to go now because I don't want to ruin this for myself because I want this for fucking my channel, you know? I want to experience it myself. So yeah, when it comes to sort of stuff like that, I'm interested in playing those two. I think I might do them this week. but I know I have other games I want to finish as well. This is the curse of being gamers, eh, my friends? You got one game come out, then you've got another come out, and you're like, oh, I got to play that, but then there's another one I want to play, and then there's the times you go, I can't be asked to fucking play this one. I'll just play something else. I was going to do that last night. I was actually going to play Control last night. By the way, if you've never heard of Control, fucking good game if you like your SCP backroomsy sort of bullshit. I liked it. I thought it was a fucking good game, to be honest with you. I bought the Ultimate Edition on mobile port. By the way, fuck you if you don't like mobile ports. It's tough shit, all right? I'll play wherever the fuck I want. Just kidding. Look, in the end of the day, visual acuity on mobile ports isn't as good as console or PC, but I'll tell you what, I still get the same gameplay, I still get the same visual. I've been playing Death Stranding, for fuck's sake. The Director's Cut Edition. And that looks phenomenal on a fucking phone. It really does. I'm sitting there playing it using a controller and going, whoa, what? Whoa! It was just so amazing. Anubis, when can we get one of those cups? That looks a good size for tea. Hey! Yeah, ask the bitch. Ask her, she knows. Or as Devil likes to call her, the bitchess. A bit like the Duchess, but the bitchess. So yes, The Trench looked really good. World War I sort of horror game, but I wasn't sure whether it was going to be... I'm not a big fan of horror games where I can't punch something in the face. I'd prefer to be in a horror game where I can punch something in the face, but, you know, it's not going to do much. But at least I've got that choice. If you put me in a horror game where I can't do anything but run away, I get bored. So fucking bored, it's unbelievable. I like there to be some way around it. For example, even though in SCP games like Containment Breach, the original Containment Breach game, right? You couldn't attack anything in that either, but you could get things that helped you through. You could find different ways through. You could even fucking go into shit that you'd never expect to go into. Like, for example, finding that gas mask that sort of sends you into another world, which was crazy. Yeah, she knows her shit. She knows her shit, Neon, mate. But yeah, you've got stuff like that. Now, I wanted that. Why did they not bring that out on standalone? I have no idea. It's not as if they couldn't run it. I was just saying, it's what they could have run it. I mean, I know you can get SCP Containment Breach multiplayer type game on PC VR, and that's all well and good for PC VR, but I'm not on PC VR yet. It's going to take some fucking time before I get on that shit. So yeah. Fucking love that riff. Bit of Seether. You never heard of Seether? Go fucking check them out too. Good band. South African. Really good guys. Sean Morgan, vocalist, is impressive for what he does. Whole tragedy behind that thing. Hey, Seether is mint. Plus the fact the vocalist was going out with Amy Lee out of Evanescence. Hats off to you. He dumped her. Can you believe that shit? He dumped her because he was in a bad shape and he knew it. It was one of those ones, his brother committed suicide. So he just, you know, couldn't handle it anymore. Broke up, but just got himself shit-faced. And, you know, that whole call me when you're sober bullshit. They both say, oh, it's nothing to do with him. It's totally to fucking do with him. I don't usually do gossip, but that was one thing I just sort of went, don't be lying bullshit now. You know as well as I do, you fucking shit-faced. You know it was about you. Call me when you're sober. Fuck off. What about the weird game where you had to keep the creepy woman happy and feed the... Yes! I forgot about that game. Thank you very much, love. Yes, that's called My Demon Wife VR, and I intend to go back to that at some point soon because I only completed one ending. There was multiple endings to that. So, My Demon Wife VR is a mad mix of boomer shooter, survival horror, and puzzle game. Of which all of it works really well. The sense of humour is hilarious. The design is charming. It reminds me of a Tim Burton film. Okay? I played my part in this game, all right. I was like the beaten husband. I was like, "Hello, love, are you okay?" Because what you have to do basically to survive is, so your wife is possessed by obviously demons. Surprise that. So when you wake up out of your cage in the morning, you've got a blackboard in front of you asking you to do certain chores, and you've got to get those chores done before the end of the day, or else she'll come and just kill you. But you keep coming back to life somehow. So we don't ask questions. You just don't want to ask questions, all right? So you have to fulfill these missions. I guess a good life sim by the sound of it. Exactly, Dan. Yeah, just like real life. So yes, you'll have randomized tasks like clear the body parts out of the dining room. That's always a good one. Go discipline the dog men. I'll let you figure that one out for yourself. Discipline the dog men. Ball gags are involved. I'm just going to leave it there, okay? So, yes, you have different chores you've got to do. Once you've completed some of those chores, the wife will calm down and she will just chill out and relax, and you can get on and do what you need to do to try and escape. She was just like me. No, look, did I do that on camera? I mean... No, love, no, not you. You are a princess. You are a gentle snowflake. I can't do it. I can't do it. She's not steaming. Help me. I'm being brutalized. Help me. Ripper, morning, mucker. Or afternoon, actually. I don't know why I said. It's because this was supposed to be the Monday morning mashup, and I completely changed it over and went, fuck it, I can't be arsed. It's too warm and I can't be bothered. Because I was going to play 3 games this morning. I was going to play a Graxa, which is like an RPG... exercise game, and then there was 2 others. Oh my god, my giddy aunt. Welcome to the asylum, just crazies in here. 2 right. So yeah, there was a Graxa, there was Dead Hook, which I was going to play the standalone version because Ripper played the PC VR version the other day, and I was like, do you know what? I'll have a look at that, see if they've actually updated it or done anything with it. I don't think so, but you know, it's one of those that they might do. And there was a 3rd one as well. What the fuck did I download? No, I don't know. It's one of them. But either way, there was 3, and I was going to do those. The dog men, yes. So basically, yeah, you have different tasks that you had to complete. She'd go to bed, and once she goes to bed, then you can leave. But you're on an island, and this island changes every time you go out there, and it becomes a Doom game. You find a shotgun, double barrel. And all of it is voxels. If you know what voxels are, then you know what I'm talking about. All of it are voxels. So your shotgun shells are voxels. Everything feels like chunky and big, but it turns into a Doom game where you're shooting gargoyles and demons and big ass mummy things that are throwing heads at you and shit like that. And you've got to do that to find hearts, right? And these hearts are used to try and save the wife, I guess, but I'm not going to go too far into talking about this because I would love people to try and play this game themselves. It was a lot of fun for me. I got hours of fun out of it. If you want to check out the channel and check out the videos, that was a brilliant series, and it won't be ruining anything because there's 2 other endings to it that I did not do. So feel free to check that out. But yes, the whole game circle of it was appease the missus, go out, shoot things in the face, and rinse and repeat. But each time you had other NPCs to talk to, other missions to do. At one point, I ended up getting these raw hearts. And at one point, the wife came up to me and she goes, they smell great. Can I have one? I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. I gave her a heart. She killed me. She ripped me apart because she went into a feral mess. And it's a bit like annoying my missus, you know what I mean? If I don't cook the lobster the right way, she'll just brutalise. We don't have heart lobster here. We don't. We're poor. We don't do lobster. But anyway, yeah, it was a really good game. A lot of fun. Good sense of humour to it. Good bones is what I like to call it. Whenever a game is either... Well, let's face it, all right? Like I said earlier, the gaming industry has become so fucking lazy by not getting actual game testers in, by not getting the people in who know what they're fucking doing, and just relying on the gorilla tag monkey retards to fucking help them fix their game when these kids have no idea what the fuck they're doing. So you've got games that have really good bones but deserve to have more attention. Yeah, My Demon Wife VR is definitely one that's worth a go. And it's on flat screen too. It's just called My Demon Wife. It's worth a go. It's a lot of fun. I don't know what the flat screen version's like, but if it's anything like the VR, yeah, I had a great time with it. I couldn't wait to get back in and be brutalized by my missus. Call me a sadist. I'm under the thumb, really. That's what it is. So yes, I will be getting on to Dread Meridian or Black Meridian? Dread Meridian? I think it was called Dread Meridian at some point soon. Why Tabor was so popular? It was for a time until they just okay. This is Combat Waffle, and this is the developers of Tabor, by the way. Ready? White stuff. Oh God, yeah! Let's go make several of the games that won't work. That's fucking Combat Waffle. They fucked their own franchise. They fucked their own game. Because Tabor was one of my favourites. It's one of the first games that I played in VR on standalone. And I was really excited about it. You don't cook. You won't get dysentery. Well, you probably get dysentery. Yeah, all right. No, fair enough. Timmies and streamers. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong with people who have been playing games for generations testing these things out, right? There's nothing wrong with people who know what they're playing and know what they like and what they don't like to actually go into these things. But what they're getting are kids who go, oh yeah, it's all fantastic, it's all great, but we want this added on. Oh yeah, it's all fantastic, it's all great, but we want that added on. When in fact it's not all fantastic, it's not all great, and they're just asking you to put more shit on it because they don't care about the idiosyncrasies of how the game is designed. They don't give a fuck about whether something's stable or not, as long as they can get more shit. Gorilla Tag, Animal Company, fucking UGG, pick one. Pick one. Roblox, pick one. Fucking Fortnite, pick one. In the end of the day, it's just brain-rotted fucking dirge, and I can't be doing with it. If I'm going to play a game, it's either got to be gratuitously violent, well-boned, or well-structured. Are you hell? There was a month the crouch didn't work because they added a new mechanic somewhere, and then suddenly I couldn't play. That was my first put-off, yes. As you say, get a core set of testers and listen to the art. Yeah! Right? All you need to do is get a good set of testers and pay them. Pay them a good wage, and they'll be doing the fucking job. If you ask a load of Timmies to fucking fix your game for you, you shouldn't have fucking created a game in the first place. You may as well just join the Gorilla Tag retards and fucking bin with that shit, because it's not for anybody who actually likes gaming or wants to be immersed. From a young age, I wanted VR so badly, because it was one of those things that was far away, right? When we were born, or when we grew up in the 80s or 90s, or a little bit earlier, depending on your age, any gamer just wanted VR. They wanted to experience it. And when we finally got it, it wasn't all it's cracked up to be. And even now you will have your naysayers turn around and go, oh, VR's dead, bro. VR's dead. Really? It's doing a damn sight better than the fucking gaming industry at large, isn't it? What's happening to Ubisoft? Oh, they're just gurging out, they're spewing out the next Assassin's Creed garbage. Okay. What's Triage doing? What's Activision doing? Just more COD garbage. Cheers. So what about VR side? Oh, we got monkey shit, monkey garbage, monkey brain rot monkey. All right. So when you're against all that, and then you have developers who actually have a passion for the thing they're creating, it shows, and really does show. There are some games that I never would have expected to be good, and they were. Among Giants was one of them. For anybody who's not familiar with the VR game Among Giants, Dan, maybe you don't know, buddy. Basically, it's Shadow of the Colossus, but in VR, and done on a low-budget single developer. It holds up too. Hell of a game. Hell of a game. Fucking awesome. Gave me the atmosphere I wanted, that I could be on top of a mountainside somewhere, jump off, glide down, use my grappling hook to swing up and shoot an arrow into someone and all that shit. You couldn't do that on a flat screen game and have the same experience. Yeah, you can get those. You can get plenty of flat screen games that allow you to do the, open world, free roamy stuff. But that's great. That's fine. But you're not in it. There's an immersion to flat screen, definitely 100%. VR is going to kick that fucking every time. There's a difference between pressing a button and the gun you're holding reloading itself than you picking up the magazine, sliding it into the gun, pulling the chamber slide back, and fucking that's it. Don't tell anyone. I'm assuming this is a safe space. I never played Shadow. It is a safe space, mate. We don't judge for that. We only judge if you're retarded, and you're definitely not retarded, Dan. You're good, mate. Well, we're all a little retarded these days, let's face it. The world's turned into idiocracy, so... But yeah, Shadow of the Colossus basic. So, okay, Shadow of the Colossus was basically a massively open world game where you actually took out giants that you had to climb up using your own stamina, etc. And the world was vibrant, amazing, astounding. The combat was, well, it wasn't like your normal game, okay? So in any other open world game, they would have dropped a load of monsters here and there, or maybe caves to loot and stuff like that. They didn't do that with Shadow of the Colossus, but they gave you stuff to explore. Cut to 20 poster of Forefront in the bunker, and goes to wait, what? For Forefront in the bunker in goes, really? Really? Wait. Sorry, yeah, so basically, Shadow of the Colossus was a really good game. We'll just leave it there, Dan, all right? What do you mean they're doing that? Oh, no. Really? Yeah, it's because it's the only thing they can do now. Combat Waffle have spent all their money and snorted all their cocaine. They've got nothing else but to do collaborations now. Please, 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 we're dying on our ass here. Nobody's playing our game properly. Can you just give us a little bump and go, oh, look, Tabor, do you remember Tabor? Yeah, it's a fucking bore, mate. Partnerships, fuck me. I don't know how they've done that. So cut into 2026. I'm going to read that out now. Cut to 2026, and I saw a poster of Forefront in the bunker for Ghost of Tabor. Now, Dan, if you're not familiar, or anyone else isn't familiar, Forefront is basically Battlefield in VR. It's its own thing. It's pretty cool, actually. It's not my thing, but it's definitely decent. It's done fairly well. But the fact that the developers for Tabor are advertising other people's games in their game, ouch. Ouch. That reminds me of the Warhammer 40k game they brought out on standalone called Battle Sister. That, for all its faults, was a fucking awesome 40k game. I loved it because I got to use a bolter, so I wasn't complaining. And a chainsword. Who the fuck doesn't want to use a chainsword in real life or even in VR? I'd love to. What? You know what I mean? But yeah, no, they're using the menu for that game as their own advertising space now for the cabin and shit like that. And it's disgusting that they've done it because instead of updating the game, they'd rather use it as advertising space. Fucking shit. They just dropped the partnership with Tactical Assault VR because the dodgy dev that all just came... Yeah, well... I would have thought that Tactical Assault VR would have dropped them like a fucking stone, to be honest with you, because they are dodgy as fuck. Combat Waffle are wankers. They're wankers. They've been nothing but fucking shit since... Once they released fully, it's like they went fucking doolally tap. They got a VR gaming award, and that was it. It was all over then. And I've said this before, Ripper knows this, and Shanty probably knows. I ramble a lot about this shit because it fucks me off. So, they had a good game going. Yeah, there was a few flaws with it. We could all forgive that, right? We could all forgive the flaws that it had because we were going, well, we're getting this in early access. So, all right, to a point, we'll accept it. You know, you'll have the occasional time where you'll put a magazine holder inside of your bag, let go of the thing, and the bag will fuck off into the orbit somewhere and stuff like that, or you know. But now, I mean, I went back to Tabor a couple of months back and fucking not Combat Waffle. Yeah, well, yeah. Every time I went into the bunker, I threw that in the bin every single time. Yeah, it's... I went back to Tabor a couple of months back, and what the fuck they've done to the island is beyond me. Little man had been watching you and smiling. Hi, boy! My little man's watching. He's an awesome little beast. I'm surprised he's not doing your head in, love. So, yeah, Tabor could have been really amazing too, but they just gave up on it, and they thought they could do better things. They made, what was it? Silent North, which It's not even released properly. None of these games are released properly. Silent North was supposed to be DayZ but on a snowy mountain, and then you had to work your way up. But from what I've heard, it's just a walking simulator. Then you've got Grim, which was supposed to be the new Rust. Now they released these early access games at around the same time, and you could tell no love, no passion, no anything was put into them at all. Yes, walking sim, precisely that. No passion was put into them at all. It was like they just got, oh, fuck it, we'll just throw this up and get some extra cash in. Okay, let me summarize. So they got a bunch of people to play Forefront, yeah. Then they ditched the game itself and used it as marketing platform. No, the other way around, basically. Tabor are using Forefront as an advertisement because they're fucked. So I'm guessing the developers for Forefront gave Combat Waffle money to advertise in their game. Can you imagine that, though? You go, oh, wow, I've heard about this Tabor game. I'm so excited about this. Let's go play some exfil shooting. You get into it, and the first thing you see is an advertisement for a different game altogether that's probably better than the one you're playing. It's like loading in and going, hi, don't play this shit. Play Forefront. Way better. Even I'm going to say that. Forefront is way better, and I don't agree with the fucking developers at all because they're weirdos. And they accepted it. That's the fun. Well, yeah, because it's more cocaine. What about the cocaine are you not getting, Neon? What aren't you? It's drugs, my boy. They got their awards, right? They got their VR award that they were very proud to render a model of it into your bedroom in the game, right? In your hub, in your bunker, right? But then the moment that they got that, they just, woo! Fucking let's just go. Let's make loads of games, bro. Let's just go make and then they just made them and fucking hell. No. You ruined it. Congratulations, you played yourself, just doesn't quite cover it. You know what I mean? It's like they could have done so well. They could have had the help that they needed. They had all of the benefits and they went ahead and just fucked it. They ruined it. They gave up. And then on top of that, they changed the island, which was the preliminary place that you go to in Tabor, for this grey, mushy, bombed out mess of a fucking map that doesn't even look like it's even held together properly. It looks like it's held together with pubic hairs and jizz stains. That's what it looks like it's held together with anyway. They accepted it. That's the funny thing. Well, yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah, but in the end of the day, Forefront are laughing anyway because they've already got the advertisement and they've already got people interested in their game because it's a good game. It's got good bones and it works well. Yeah, Combat Waffle are a bit of a shy name. You're not wrong, love. I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't have a problem with the name. It's the practices that got me. Man, all these issues that had it in the game too. Then they came out and released an update that gave you a cat. Yeah, I called it bugs. Yeah, I turned the cat off, mate. If I could have put it in a blender, I would... Calm down. No, Ripper. I'm not meaning a real one. That cat in particular needed to go in a blender. Not cats in general. Not cats in general. I'm not a monster. Just ahead of a curve, right? No, but in the end of the day, it was a good fucking game. And then they went and pissed all over it. Like I said, the original problems the game had, I was happy to do. I was happy to just forego. Just go, yeah, well, you know, happens. Yeah, little man 6, not quite 6 foot. Oh, bloody please don't. Oh, I can't. Oh, God. We've got 11-year-old who's acting like he's 16 already, and fucking, God help us. Yeah, they had a lot of bugs, and there was a lot of things we could forgive about the game, but it's like they gave up. They just, no, it's not like they gave up at all. It's like they lost complete direction. That's what it was. They completely lost their direction. They thought they were going to expand out, get more people, maybe build more. I don't know the in and outs of what happened at Combat Waffle. I'm going to go under the assumption that they hired more people in thinking that they had the money to back it up. Cocaine's expensive these days, right? So in the end of the day, it's expensive these days. And when I thought the island graffiti was bad, then I saw how the island, yeah. I tell you what, it's funny that they made it out like it had been hit by a nuke. I don't think a nuke would have made it that fucking horrendous looking, to be honest with you. I think a nuke would have improved it that, it's just grey, muggy, horrible, brown fucking mess that doesn't even look like an island anymore. It looks like just a space with a load of crap shoved on it. And the original island had locations, it had spaces you could go to. You knew where you were going, you knew what you were doing to a point, right? And that's fine. I understand that they wanted to freshen things up because everybody had been playing it for a long time then, and everybody knew the little idiosyncrasies the game had. For example, at one point, you could choke out the NPCs. So instead of, well, I say choke out, it was more like, you know. But you could do that. You had melee weapons, you had all that stuff, and it was great. And then they decided, oh, no, we don't want you to do that no more. In fact, what we're going to do, we're going to turn all the NPCs into instantaneous kill bots. That's what we're going to do. So if you're a solo player, fuck you, because you're going to get dead in about a split second. Because their accuracy was that good that you'd hear a shot and you'd already be dead. Now, I am fine with difficulty in games. Hell, I'm a Dark Souls fan. I love my difficulty in games, as long as it's fair. You gotta have fairness in these difficult challenges, or else it's just you smacking your head up against a wall and expecting a different result. No, shouldn't have that. It shouldn't be the way. But in the end of the day, yeah, Combat Waffle, another failed developer who put too much stock into their own ego and was smelling their farts so much that they thought it smelled of potpourri and roses. Unfortunately, we all know what roses grow out of. So yeah, that was that one. That sounds fucked. Not when the NPCs have wall hacks in Underground. No helmet, no chance of basically. Oh, yeah, no, it got fucking bad, yeah. To the point that the standard basic bitch kit that you could take out wasn't even worth taking. It wouldn't defend, it wouldn't do anything for you. And then they also had a weird system with the armor. So instead of the armor having, I don't know, a depletion. So you hit the armor enough times and that armor becomes paper, like in real life, right? If you hit somebody with a bullet in a bulletproof vest, that is the only time that's going to work. After that, you may as well just be wearing a t-shirt, right? Now, in Ghost of Tabor, it worked on a very different system, like a statistic system. Like, if the bullet hits your chest, you've got a 98% chance of it not causing you damage. Or maybe it'd be lower than that, or maybe lower than that. But then at one point, they fucked that up as well. It's where the contractors wins. Percentage depletion on armor is wicked. Exactly! They had the armor right in that. And that's the beauty of it. That's why I appreciate Contractors Exfil. Neon, if you're in here, I haven't forgotten. We need to drag your cute little ass into fucking COD Zombies on Contractors. Yeah, we do! Yeah, we do! We have to drag your ass into Contractors Call of Duty Zombies, because that is one fuck of a model for the game. Because, again, I've said this before, I am not a Call of Duty fan. I stopped liking the Call of Duty games after Modern Warfare 3, the original Modern Warfare 3, not the fucking new... Right, because I'm old and miserable. So, but the one thing I did appreciate from Black Ops was the zombie mode, right? I played the zombie mode a bit here and there. I thought it was, it's pretty cool. I didn't really enjoy it until I played the mod in Contractors, where they actually give you the full COD Zombies experience in VR. That includes the mystery boxes, that includes all the weapons, all the fucking shit that's on it. Mwah! Chef's kiss, one hell of a mod. They did really well. Man, I would appreciate that dude, would never survive alone. Nobody ever does. That's why it's a wave-based thing. You're going to fucking die anyway, but you may as well die with people around you. We'll arrange for some point on the evening, maybe. Yeah? One of the evenings, we'll get together. Oh, actually, if we want to get Ripper in, it's going to have to be in the day. Well, I can do the day. We can arrange something. We can arrange something. Because in the end of the day, never played COD Zombies ever. Good. Then this is going to be a fun experience for all of us. It is done well. The guys who modded it, well done. Chef's kiss. Fucking brilliant shit. They did so well with it. To the point that I forgot that it wasn't Call of Duty. It was literally Contractors. I was playing a Contractors game, but it was done so well. The map was so well detailed and same. It was basically identical to the original COD Zombies maps. And that, wow, that fucking blew me away. And then the mystery boxes and all the other stuff that goes with it, like the extra potions and shit. You can actually get the later COD Zombie maps as well and all the stuff with them. They did a lot of stuff on Contractors, but that's because it's a sort of sandboxy game. I'll go with sort of, because it was sort of sandbox and sort of not. Then you've got Contractors Exfil, which is the proper, you know, everybody runs that because it's either a Battle Royale or an Exfil game, and both of those it does really well. But COD Zombies, yeah, even for me was something that I never thought I'd get into, and then I started playing it and I was addicted to it. I was like, wow, this is some fucking mint game, bro. So I actually played a lot of that. But yeah, we'll definitely get you into Contractors not Exfil. We'll get you into Contractors COD Zombies at some point soon. I know there was a lot of Star Wars stuff on there, but there's... When you're playing on your ones, because I'm a single-player guy, just to clarify... All right, okay. I did see that. I did see that, Ripper, but I wasn't sure whether I wanted to go back onto it because, well... I don't know, man. After, like I said earlier, after having the conversation with you and Devil on our podcast, yeah, I'm not really keen on doing test work for people anymore because in the end of the day, they're just not doing it the right way. They're not going about it the right way. Unfortunately, you got to be in it to win it, but I just don't want to fucking win it. They can stick up their ass. I want a finished product, please. Is it okay if I just have one fucking finished product? One finished game would be great. Can I have that, please? I've just had enough. I've had enough of testing for fuckers who can't be asked to test their own game and that they don't realise the issues with it until you go, oh, do you know this happened in it? Oh, did it? Oh, well, yeah, we'll get on that. Fuck off. You weren't getting on shit. The only time you decided to get on shit was after we fucking told you that this issue's there, or that issue's there, or this is bugging out, or that's fucking messing up. Where's my money, bitch? Where's my money? Now, look, in the end of the day, if you want to do testing work, fucking go for it. Too right. At least with the people I know who do the testing stuff, they give solid information to the developers and they let them know. Problem is, most of these developers are scummy cunts. And the only time I seem to find really good guys are the ones who are single developer companies. Or they've only got themselves. Or, you know, why can I taste Monster and Doritos every time COD Zombies gets mentioned? I don't know, mate. I don't know why you... Did you eat a lot of Doritos and drink a lot of Monsters while playing Call of Duty Zombies? Come on, Dan. Admit it. Admit it. We all have our problem. Come on. Yeah, but in the end of the day, I just don't want to be doing testing work for people that I'm not getting anything out of it. I mean, if I was doing the testing work and then they went, right, when it releases, you're getting a free copy. Yeah, I'll do that because I helped fix the game, so I deserved that free copy, right? But then you've got developers like the people who created Attack on Titan Unbreakable, right? Now, if you're not familiar with Attack on Titan Unbreakable, it's basically Attack on Titan. If you've not heard of Attack on Titan, I don't know what to tell you. You play as a soldier. You have the ability to grapple towards buildings and stuff, and that's all well and good. You slice the big titans and the neck and the legs off and stuff. The game itself, loved it. Yeah, all right, fine. It wouldn't hold a candle to the one that's on fucking side quest because, like, linear Attack on Titan. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I mean, why was there an open world one? I would have liked to have played that one if there was one. But Attack on Titan's development cycle, right, was the first one. They brought it out earlier, but they said, look, if you pay £2, I think it's like $3 or $5 over in America, and on SideQuest. Oh, I haven't tried that one yet. I will have to have a look into it and see if it's any better. I think the issue that no matter how many testers throw at a game, good they might be, once the cooks agree on what they want and set on a path. Yeah. Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one, Dan, to be honest with you. Yeah, I agree. It's just the fact that some of these developers they've got fucking cotton in their arsehole or something like that. Free multiplayer and so much better. Right, yeah. So anyway, they released the game, but not really. They early accessed it, but they went, okay, well, pay £1 or £2 odd, and you'll get the campaign to what we've done so far. And then when the game comes out, we'll let you know. And we're like, okay, then, well, I've paid money for this, so that means I've got the game, right? I've got the full thing. No. What you actually got was half of the game, because the other half was the multiplayer and the rest of the story. In other words, you were paying for more afterwards. Now, I couldn't argue with the price of the original version of it, because it was like a couple of quid. All right, I should have known better from the moment I paid a couple of quid for a game that looked like it was better than it was. And it did look better than it was. $3.99 was it? Yeah. It was $3.99 to test the last... Well, yeah, that's why I didn't test the last part. I waited until they fucking released it. But even now, I'll go back to it, and it's okay. It's not amazing, but it's got shit practices to what they were actually doing to test it. So they were making you pay to test their game that they should be fucking testing. I don't know. It's exhausting, to be honest with you, that this shit happens. But I suppose it's got to happen, because where the fuck else are they going to pay for these testers? I like Untangled on SideQuest. I heard about that, but I have not played it. Multilayer City. That's also, Untangled is also on actual Quest now. They brought it out officially on Quest standalone. In a Multilayer City. Oh, cool. Was janky 3 years ago, but surprised how well they updated it. Do you know why they did well with that? Because they weren't trying to make something out of it, because they knew that they'd get fucked over by Sony because of the Spider-Man property. So they knew that they could just build a good game, yeah, give the spidery stuff, but really, you can just fucking go in with that. It was janky 3 years ago, surprised how well it updated. Fans make better games than devs. Yes. You find that quite a bit. If they're a dev, was it a waste of $3.99? Honestly, I'd say no, but that's because I'm biased, because it was my first experience with Attack on Titan game in VR, whereas my original sort of foray into the Attack on Titan games was the flat screen ones, of which Wings of Freedom, one of the best Attack on Titan games I've ever fucking come across. I played that to death, to the point that I was turning myself, like, getting Titans and fucking doing all the side missions, and then it was massive. They did really well with the flat screen one. All they had to do was put it in VR. That's all they had to do, and we'd be fucking... Shut the fuck up and take my money. Take my fucking money. Like 20 quid to the second part. Yes, I took that. That was a piss take. Take Frank and... Their work on Halo maps perfect. They took a game that allowed complete freedom for modders to play. Oh, I don't know about those, to be honest with you, dude. Like I said, you know as well as that I'm a VR standalone scumbag, and I don't know much about PC VR or anything like that. What do you think of Warhammer? You know not to ask me that, because you know I love Warhammer, even though half of my army is still not painted. Shh. My Tyranids need some attention. I was actually thinking of doing that for one of my streams as well, doing a Warhammer painting session, because I do have half of a 2,000 point fucking army to paint, and I haven't finished it yet. They've been looking at me and going, please paint me, please paint me, but I haven't done it yet because I've been sidetracked by everything else. Me and my plastic toys, right? I know, it's despicable. Fucking 42-year-old man playing with toys. Although technically it's not playing with toys, that's the problem. I need to fucking finish painting the twats. But yeah, no, I mean, there's been plenty of games out there that have snuck under the radar, been really good, been really cheap, and they've not had people test them. And the only people who have tested them were the in-house testers. And that is awesome. But unfortunately, this is not the way it goes. I mean, you think of the amount of fucking gorilla slop that is actually out, especially on MetaQuest store. Because I'm quite sure that somebody on PC, some kid has got their daddy's PC, and they're just getting the tools for creating a Gorilla Tag game, and then just fucking putting whatever the fuck they want on it. And people are going to buy this shit. They're just going to take it. And then even worse, you've got the developers who actually have potential to be really good, fucking themselves over because they don't know how to go about doing the testing properly, or getting decent people in who know what the fuck they're talking about to actually test these games. I've ranted on a bit too much about this shit. Was on contractors. The fact that it works on standalone, my standalone headset has over 90 gig of just mods. Think the game is only 17 gig. To do that on PC is one thing. Doing it on standalone is another. Yeah. Well, this is the thing, right? Some of them can work really well on standalone. Others not so much. For example, there is a game called Project Demigod. Now, on PC... Project Demigod is probably one of the coolest fucking superhero-esque simulator sort of sandboxes that you can come across, right? Really, really, really good. On standalone, it is the buggiest piece of shit that ever did shit. And I don't know how they managed to get away with keeping it that way, not updating it, and then expecting everybody to gobble it up. Now, I am a moron, right? So most of the time, when I buy a game... I'll keep it. Whether it's good or bad, I'll fucking keep it. I'm guilty of this through fucking Hitman. Hitman 3, reloaded, retarded, regurgitated, retarded, because it's shit. It is a fucking... It's a travesty to the Hitman series. But I kept it for posterity. Why? Because I do like going back now and again and ripping the shit out of it for how crap it is. But then again, judging from IO Interactive's most recent work with James Wank Bond, James... Well, it's not Bond, is it? That's not Bond. James Woke? James Turd? James Shaken? Shaken James? I don't know why he's called it. Either way, it's fucking terrible. Well, Gorilla Tag put their game physics and controls out there for anyone to download and use their game for free. Yeah, well, in the end of the day, I think in older times, we would have called that freeware, right? Because we had that with Doom back in the day. Shaky Jamie. But yeah, we had that back in the day because like we had freeware back in the day. It was like the Doom game, for example. Doom in its original form. You could get that as freeware. You could literally download the tool set for Doom and create your own Doom levels and that's why we've got so many really good ones now. But then we've got, well, Gorilla Tag garbage, and then that's given out to everybody, and now no one's doing anything good with it. And that's this side effect. I mean, how the fuck have they done it? Is your hair in your eyes? Unless it's from my eyebrows, love. No. No, I've not got hair in my eyes. I'm just sort of warm and I'm going, But it's one of those, isn't it? I mean, not every game's going to be perfect. You're not going to always get amazing games. But the ones that we do get, hopefully in the future, will get better. I mean, I know things are looking up for standalone and PC VR. Because, well, we're getting some really decent titles coming out soon, I say. Of course, I've got a lot in my list already that I still need to get through. So I will be doing that from one point to another. I don't even know, because I've got so many. I know I want to get to Dread Meridian, because that is some Cthulhu-ass bullshit. And I love me some Cthulhu-ass bullshit. And then there's The Trench. I did mention that earlier, and that's a World War I horror. And yeah, I might give that a go. But I've also got my mobile port of Alien Isolation. Yes, they brought out a fucking port of Alien Isolation. And it's good. It actually works really well. If you keep the game open, the fans will keep it alive. Yeah, Doom 93, that's a perfect example. People still making maps for it to this day. Yeah, even John Romero is still faffing about with it from time to time with Sigil. Because he brought out Sigil a few years back now. Sigil Part 2. Perfect example of people still making maps for that today, and fan base is still huge. Exactly. It's the fans in the end of the day that will prop up a game, but when you start off your game badly in the first place with just shit testing and just half-arsing it, well, you're just going to end up with a fucking inferior product. Like I said earlier, it's like, ER, give me 25 quid and I want you to write the rest of that for me. And then I'll sell it for millions. You know, I did that. You create it. It becomes, I don't know, the Moonlit Sonata. Right, and then I sell it off for billions, and you sitting there going, wait a minute, I helped write that. What the fuck, dude? Hey, E1M1 is also on contractors. Yeah, it is. To be honest with you, if you want a really good VR version of Doom, look up Quest Z Doom for VR, right? I'm not sure if you'd need to, Neon, because you can easily download the WAD files anyway and play whatever the fuck. But Quest Z Doom is the best platform. If you can get the APK files onto the system, you can play all of them. We're talking from Doom to Duke Nukem to Blood to Shadow Warrior, anything you want. Hell, they've even got Escape from Castle Wolfenstein, which was the first one to be on the original Xbox back in the day. Awesome. Fucking done really well. And you can get those on SideQuest. They don't cost you a penny. Absolutely fucking free. I would rather play that and it be free than pick up Gorilla Tag. In fact, I'd rather stick this up my arsehole than play fucking Gorilla Tag. Sideways, of course. You've got to go the flat way and push it up, because that would be more painful. Anyway, so, yeah, no, we'll have some good games eventually. I mean, I am looking forward to Postal 2. Will it fit? I'll make it fit. Yeah, I am looking forward to Postal, but only for the reason that Flat to VR and Team Beef are working on it. Now, if you're not familiar with Team Beef, those motherfuckers are the ones who actually helped bring the flat screen first-person boomer shooters back to the world. Yeah, there you go. Doom 1, 2, and 3, Hexen, and Heretic. Team Beef. Those guys are fucking legends. I've spoken to them. I'm still on their Discord. It was awesome to find out when they brought out Wrath for VR. Wrath is one fuck of a game, and I really do want to get back to it. I stopped playing it for one reason. It wasn't hard enough. I needed more. I wanted more carnage. So I'm going to be doing that. They made the Doom VR conversions. Yes, they did. They've done a lot. They've even brought out, you'll be happy about this one, Neon, the Star Trek one. I think they're bringing out Elite Squad, Elite Squadron, Elite Force, something like that. Star Trek Elite Force or something. Great to see them get the recognition they deserve. They do deserve the recognition. They do. Because they're doing something other people fucking aren't. Now, you take into account, we were just talking about Combat Waffle and other developers that are just half-arsing their projects. Then you've got Team Beef that are porting old school shit and doing wonders with it. They're doing fucking astoundingly with it, because they know what they want and they know what gamers want, and what gamers want are solid experiences. Hell, when it comes to the older school sort of games and stuff like that, we want more of that, because we've had enough of the Call of Duty garbage. Everybody's had enough of it to a point. They just want some good old bloody gory fun. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong, not everybody's the same. Some people like FIFA games, some people like golf, some people like fucking, I don't know, hentai? Is that a hentai game? I don't know. But either way, you know, everybody's different, but it's good to see that there are some developers out there who have a focus. They know what they are, they know what they're good at, and they know what they can put forward. Wrath on VR standalone is a testament to what standalone VR can do and PC VR can do. Because in the end of the day, Wrath is probably one of the most recent boomer shooters that came out. I hate saying boomer shooter, because to me it's just a fucking shooter. Does that make me a boomer? I don't know. I think I'm a millennial. I don't know what it's called. I was born in the fucking 80s, so I don't know. Am I Generation X? Generation Strange? Sun don't even shine through my window pane. So go ahead and talk shit. I will. And I think it's worth a shot. Team Beef are definitely the ones to do it. I am actually intending on going back and completing the second and third chapters of Blood. If you don't know what Blood is, it's probably one of the best fucking shooters out there back in the day. A protagonist who was a bad guy. You were a bad guy from the get-go. Dropping the biscuit. Yeah, mate. Opens up laptop and Googles cheap VR Quest 2. Yes. You can pick up a Quest 2 for fucking, what, 100 quid? Maybe a bit more. You're not going to have the pancake lenses, but it's not that much of a difference. Once you've got that thing on your head, you don't notice. You don't notice anything of that. You're in the world then. You're in there. I found that myself. It was like, I had my Quest 2, and I was playing that, and I had a good friend of mine called Itzwick VR. If you haven't heard of him, go check out the sexy old bastard. He plays a lot of sort of contractors and driving games. He loves that shit. But he got me into it, right? And he was like, oh, yeah, well, the MetaQuest 2 is really good, but once you get that MetaQuest 3, it's going to blow you away. You're going to be in shock over how much you can see. To a point, I agree with him. To another point, not so much, because it made no difference. You could pick up a Quest 2. If you're on PC, you'll get the same experience that you would do if you had a Quest 3. It's no different. You'd just be connecting it to a fucking PC. Whereas for people who are on standalone, that's where the difference changes. So the MetaQuest 2 ports and the MetaQuest 3 ports look completely different. It's VR is lovely old... He's a lovely old barstool, isn't he? Yes, he is. He's a good man. But yeah, these games, I mean, MetaQuest 2 was really good. In Postal 2 VR, you'll have to impale cats on gun. Yeah. That's why I want to get it. I played the original, dude. I played it on the flat screen version. I loved it. Loved every minute of it. I loved the crack pipe. I mean, health pipes. Health pipes. And sticking a cat on the end of a Spaz 12 shotgun. That's all good fun. But you could also get the expansions for that, where you could get biological weaponry and nukes and shit like that. And I love that too. If they can even get half of what the original did, I'll pay that. I'll pay for that. The thing is that okay, let's have a look at VR sets then. Good man, welcome to the party, pal. Oh God, you with Skyrim. That's gonna open you. Wow, yeah, I didn't think of that, Dan. Shit. Yeah, well, Neon, you've been in the middle of doing the whole Skyrim bit, haven't you, on your channel? Dan, mate, this is probably going to be right up your alley when it comes to playing Skyrim in VR, of all things. Wow, yeah, I didn't think about that. No, I don't need those spiders in VR. That's a good point. All right, that's fair. That is fair. You can upgrade the visuals to Quest 3 level-ish with an app called Metagame. Yes, that's an optimizer, but it does take a lot out of the battery. That's why I don't use optimizers myself, because it's a hell of a strain on the headset if you're on standalone. PC, not so much. You don't have to worry about it so much because the headset's just projecting, isn't it? It's not really running anything. So you've got the ability to use the optimizer without too much of a problem. I've been trying to get him into it for a year now. Well, you never know. This might be your year, Neon. You might get Dan into it. Come on, Dan. Join us. Join us. Yeah, VR has changed my perspective on a lot of gaming, to be honest with you, because originally, yeah, as Ripper was just saying, don't just program updates on PC. You PC plebs, man, fuck's sake. I'm one of you one day. I'll be one of you one day. You never know. Well, I was lost an hour ago. Yeah, it's all right, love. It's just gaming speak. I'll translate later. But yeah, no, some of the games that I want to see on VR are just astounding. I wish I could see some older stuff as well. I mean, there's games that I would love to play. Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver in VR, in first person, you know, having the blade on your arm and shit instead of, you know, just that one. Yep, and you're going to sweat with every update too. Is that because every time there's an update, it'll fuck something else up? That's usually the way. I've seen this with Devil, with you, with a few other people, that you have so many issues when it comes to PC VR. I honestly, I'm sitting there going, I don't think I should do this. I don't think I should get a fucking laptop. I don't think I should go into PC VR, because if that's the stress they're having, and I'm a fucking window-licking spaz attack when it comes to sorting out stuff on a fucking PC, I've got no hope. I'll be there asking Ripper, going, Ripper, how do you do this? Why is the clink not clanking? Why does it say error 3115/.http? Why is it saying this stuff? And I'll be freaking the fuck out. Last time I used a PC of any form, I was modding AVP2, the original AVP2. I don't have any issues with PC VR. I am the issue on PC VR. Hey, some people are more up to date with it than others. Some people know what they're doing and others don't. I am in the latter category of not knowing what the fuck I'm doing. I'm not going to lie, Dan. I am a window-licking spaz attack. Windows update, Steam update, Meta update, oh god, NVIDIA update, firewall update. Do you still have DirectX? Is that still a thing? I'm asking for a friend. Wrong time. Love, love. You're supposed to support me. He eats crayons as well. Only the purple ones. I'm not a Marine. Just the purple ones. But yeah, no, there's one day I will get into the PC stuff. But yeah, the last time I did anything on a PC, it was like fucking Morrowind and AVP2, which was a game by Remedy. The white ones whiten teeth, to be fair. Yeah, mine don't seem to whiten. Scrub the fuck. It's because it's old smoking and shit. I might try the white ones. Vulcan now to do with the Star Trek. It's the new DirectX. All right, so that's a thing, is it? It's all right because I know that DirectX was a thing at one point, and it's been so long since I've been on PC. I don't have a fucking clue. I did last time I remember playing anything on PC. I remember any time I tried to play any form of game, it was like you need DirectX or Direct something 9 or some other bullshit, and I had to go through a load of downloading shit to get it to work properly. And that was back then, so I can only imagine what it's freaking like these days. Could only imagine what it's like these days. But yeah, no, it's one of those. Vulcan now, not to do with Star Trek. Right, okay. It's called Vulcan now. Sorry, I misread it. So Vulcan is the new DirectX. Fucking hell. See, this goes to show how long it's been since I haven't touched a fucking laptop or a PC since 2010? Maybe? It was a long time ago either way, and I just, yeah, no clue whatsoever. I just thought, well, you just put it in and do the thing, and then, yeah, no, even back then it was like, no, you don't put it in and do the thing. Is you need to add multiple things on top of that, and you may need this thing, and you may need that thing. Something about downloading driver. Fucking, honestly, I am going to be messaging Ripper for months after I get that laptop going, so how do you do this? Why is the clink not clanking? You know, I haven't got a fucking clue about this shit. This is why I do VR standalone and mobile ports of shit. Because I just don't know. And then I see you lot, and it gives me fucking horror stories like, fucking, is this what I've got to deal with? Clinking and clanking, it's knackered. Yes. If it's clinking the clank, it's fucked. I'm here for you, but I'll tell you what, mate, I've had... Really? Much easier on PC? Is that with Quest, you mean? Easier on PC than with Quest? Because, like, I never have any problems when it comes to just the standalone shit. I just download and play and fucking, hey presto, Bob's your uncle, fanny's your aunt. Really good stuff. I mean, to be honest with you, I've had some really good games on there. Yeah, sorry, that's what I mean. I was going to say, like, I was like, what? But I download a game and then I play game. Yeah, sure, game's not always fantastic, but I download game. Guess we needed a new DirectX. Vulcan was a logical choice. Yeah, live long and fucking prosper. Let's hope it lives long and prospers. But either way, I mean, yeah, just like you and Dan, though, to be fair, I mean, I'd really love to go back to Skyrim for the first time in ages. Upon ages. Hell, I would fucking love to play a VR version of Morrowind or Oblivion. You know what I mean? That would be cool. I would love that. I'm not so fussed about Skyrim. I think I played that one too much. Way too much. I thought it was great until I connected the PC, and then once it did, I was like, I didn't want to play any other way. Yeah. That's why it's so difficult for me to get to... That's because you've been spoiled, Ripper. You've been spoiled by the prettiness. You need to come back down to the dirt with scum. Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? My ceiling needs better. Are you serious? Oh, God, shit. There we go. There's the next plan. Mrs. is already formulating what we're doing. We painting, are we, love? Spoiled rotten. Probably. No, you're taller than me. That's you. All right, I'm painting the ceiling, lads. Dude, running a basic budget, cost PC 360 to 8 gig of VRAM and only 16 gig mid-tier. All those words mean fuck all to me. I think Morrowind would be weird in VR with its RNG combat system. Yes, it would. Yeah. Agreed. Agreed, Dan. Still doesn't stop me from wanting to try it. I'd just be there whacking the fucking bugs at the beginning and trying not to touch that scroll that's in the middle of the floor that was really tempting, and I kept picking it up and activating it and falling to my death. I actually tried out some of the mods for that as well, because there was a mod where you could have that, but you didn't die from it, so you could just go whee and just fly over the mountains, and then being jump scared by the Brotherhood mid-sleep. Yeah! Actually, that was one of the things that... I started playing Morrowind, and I was like, yeah, this is okay. But it was only when the Brotherhood sort of showed up because I'd murdered someone, I think, that I actually took proper interest in the game. I was like, ooh, this is good. They've got a guy coming to me because I murdered an innocent person. Do Team Beef not have a Morrowind port with multiplayer? That would be nuts, and I think it would probably break the game. I don't know. Maybe, dude. Maybe. I think there was a spell that softened the fall. Yes, I think there was. Maybe casting that before using the scroll was a shout. Maybe, dude. Maybe. I couldn't help myself. It's like whenever I see a button that says don't press the button. I'm going to be coming down now anyway for my brew, love. So, everybody that's popped in, thank you very much for joining me this morning. This has been an absolute fucking blast. I appreciate you popping in and occasionally listening to me making sounds with this fucking piece of wood and talking about games and bullshit. Dan, thank you for popping in. It's been a real pleasure to have you here. Thank you very much. Everybody else, thank you very much for joining me. Neon, Shanty, the bitch. Thank you very much, and I will see you all again next time, okay?